Alright, welcome back to Saladin's Legacy. I like the optimism of Robbie2009 in chat saying, let's kick some auto butt. Given your name there, does that make you 8 years old? Fitting comment there. Okay, what's the situation here? We've been using the Ottomans as a lapdog ever since we sold out our actual arse and tail of country to have them as a friend. We've been keeping them in non-stop warfare. I can't dare let them go off on their own, to the point where I have saved Bosnia once, perhaps even twice if they manage to survive this war. Not holding their breath, they do seem to be drastically under siege by Bohemian forces, but they might survive. I'm keeping the Ottomans as busy can be. And the latest thing is using Best Casus Belli against Hassa. Reason is that Hassa is allied with both Mazandaran and Oman. I want to take considerable bites out of both, to the point where Mazandaran will not be allowed to live anymore. Mazandaran decided to betray me. They declared war upon me, and it was thanks to Shirvan that I survived, which is part of the reason that Shirvan has remained on the map for as long as they have. They might not survive this session. We'll see how it goes. I really want to clean up the border galore here. The Timurids are my subject, of course. I have fed them well, but it's time for them to be consumed. That should be done in just shy of 30... No, let's be optimistic. 20 years. We can do better. Fars I'm keeping around as a conversion machine for the rest of these Iranian provinces, and I'm probably going to try to get them this province. See, Oman have conquered up here. I don't like that because this is some lovely high development land. Basically, I don't want Oman converting these provinces. They can do it easily, they're very good at converting. I just don't want them to. It's quite simple, right? Because it'll give 30 years of that, well, there should be an example around here. 30 years of religious zeal, which is going to prevent my subjects from doing the conversions for me. That's why I got Fars, that's why I had Iraq, even though I integrated them before their time. But the Timurids, they're very nice. They decided to take religious ideas. And would you look at that, they're putting them to use already. God, I like that, and I like that a lot, because it's real slow progress for me to convert these Shias, and I certainly don't want to convert Abadis with my own fire and sword. So never mind that. Somebody's asking what animal our country is now. Yeah, I think Amoeba is the correct one here. This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I hate engaging in that kind of border gore. So, what are we going to do now? I think I wrote myself a little ideas for what to do this time around. It says, spy on Shirvan. Kill. Okay, notebook, I think you know best. Except I have no free diplomats. Well, I need to kill Mazandaran first. Haha, no coalition for you, my friend. I also wanted my troops somewhere relatively safe. Hopefully you don't pop into Hamadan. Oh, that's exactly where you're going. Well, well then I'm out of there. I do not want to die by your hand. I want Mazandaran off the map as quickly as possible, because they probably have a load of dollary dues for... Oh, okay. They have no dollary dues for me. Well, they have a province for me, and I'm going to take it. Hold that thought. For some reason my music player is putting things over my game. Huh. Well, you can't see it, so you don't have to worry about it. I also have to think what I'm going to do to Oman. I'm thinking something like that. Because I really do not want to have to deal with that religious zeal. I also need to start making my way down here, so I need to figure out the best way to do that. I have something of a plan for this area. It's a shame I can't afford to take Basra as well. I could forego that to take that, but the thing is I don't want the Ottomans taking the mission to conquer these provinces and hating me for it. I will be swimming in aggressive expansion, but because... Oh, hang on. Omani shares their culture group with the Turks, so the Turks will not like what I'm doing to Oman. Well, I'll keep that in mind. It's not unthinkable to make Oman release somebody like Mushasha, and then I just conquer Mushasha safe in the knowledge that nobody else is going to. Well, we'll think about that. JK planning to form Persia? Hell no. With ideas like this, who needs Persia? We get morale, we get manpower, we get shock damage received reduction, discipline, goods produced, core creation cost. Hot damn. Persian ideas are better, but still, not worth losing the awesome tag for. Not in a million years. But my free diplomat, I'm going to use you to spy on Shirvan. Because I want some claims on you, and I want them badly. What else do I want? I mean, I'm a man of many wants. Actually, Tabriz could give me a lot more money if the merchant guilds were there, and I'm surprised I didn't slam them down earlier, because look at that increase in income. Not only that, but the merchant guilds actually get some decent say in my country. I would pull the Ulema from here if they wouldn't hate me for it. I think I'll even recruit a minister, because the merchant guilds really don't have much say in my country. So if I do that, they'll have a lot of influence, and that means a lot of money for me. Hell yes, do I want that, lots of money. Because I really need to invest in some universities. Look at this, I need 5 universities to get the multiple universities thing, and I will have them. Are there any universities around here that I'll be conquering, or could be conquering? Oh, he's doing the manufactory defense. There's no way I'm waiting 5 years for that. Nope, I want my 5 universities in high development provinces so that I can... I'm sure I had a train of thought there. Gonna do it anyway, though. So that would be you and you. Who else is high development around here? You're kind of good, right? 24, I like that. I need one more, though. One more high dev province. Shirvan kind of speaks to me. Hisan Kaifa speaks to me, but it's busy being culturally enriched. Alright, there we go. That's 5. Great. And with some money left over as well. It's pretty good. Okay, it's going to be slow going getting that spy network in Shirvan, but needs must. Oh well, we do what we can, as we must. And that coalition just melts away. I don't know what Mazandaran are up to there, but I don't think I want to know. You guys just get away. Probably trying to meet up with his friendos, but I want this province taken by me. There we go. Easy money. And we have 2 siege to enjoy here as well, so just pop down half of you and we're good. Hell, we are very good. It's only a capital fort, it should fall in a heartbeat. It'll take some time before he actually pieces out with us, but what you gonna do? Now, I hope the Ottomans actually assemble here. They might not. The Omanis have just de-exiled themselves, which is a bit of a pain for me. We took that fort in 1 tick, which is awesome for me. Good supply limit here, we'll put that to use. So yeah, much as I would like to piece you out right now, I'm certain you're not going to be taking it. Has the silk price tanked yet? Nope, but it also hasn't boosted itself up at all. So I'm not happy with this. These guys are making good progress on me. And the Ottomans are a little slow on the uptake. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Van is no longer a claim of mine, so I lost conquest on Kyunlu. I'm going to want to get that back pretty soon. Best CB is pretty good, but... Okay, when I'm done improving relations with Gujarat, that's where I'll go. I really don't want to do this fighting myself, it's not my style. Then again, I will protect my allies if the need comes to it. Look at that though, they're blitzing through my capital, which is unpleasant for me. Yeah, I really don't want to be the one fighting here. My capital's easy to take back, so whatever. We'll just sit back, relax, and let it all wash over. It's also kind of good if my subjects get trashed in this war, because they've been a bit too forthcoming with their liberty desire. Also, my Inquisitor dying is very unpleasant, because I'm very, very bad at converting lands. I'd like another one, please. Who would give me such a thing? The Ulema probably would. At the cost of plenty of influence. He's a level 3 one, but at least he's half price. The Dhimmi are unhappy, but when are the Dhimmi ever happy? There we go. Beautiful. And expensive. Sadly, he is Mashriki. I would actually like to promote Mashrik in my country at some point, but now does not appear to be the time. Alright, I should probably be in position to re-snipe my own capital back to myself. Can you show us the coalition map mode? Okay, but shield your eyes, it's pretty bright and far-reaching. Even the Bengalese are unhappy with what I'm doing. I should probably improve relations with them as well, but I don't think they would actually do such a thing. Well, maybe I could save my capital, it just needs to hold out here. I see the Ottomans are deciding that the bigger threat here is Hesse and Hungary and friends. Oh well, I mean, I can defend my own lands here. Barbarians! They actually decided to loot my capital. How dare they? 75 devastation. They're kind of powerful. Okay, well maybe I do have to kill a man for their transgressions here. To that effect, I think I'd better tech up. Legalism's looking okay. Don't know if I can force it any higher, but oh well. Ka-ching. I'm certainly not going to be able to remove you from the map. You'll have that I don't want to be annexed modifier for some time. You both get out of there at the same day. Actually, I won't be able to catch you, I think. You let it... Well, I caught one of you, because it still goes by tags. And that is pretty good news for me, because I'll have this taken back in a heartbeat. See, not scared of losing my capital. Wow, Hungary is kicking your ass, Ottomans. What are you playing at? Joke nation, really. Fortunately, they're actually making incursion into the Ottomans, so that should make them think twice about their priorities. Jake, how much do you spend per month on unbalanced tech? Well, actually, we've taken steps to somewhat balance it out. 21, 17, 17 is okay. And only spending 2 ducats on corruption when we make this much is fine by me. Alright, there we go. Capital's back in our rightful hands. And the numbers that we're fighting aren't even that high. I could probably go on the offensive if I wasn't so tight-fisted. But tight-fisted I most certainly am, so I'm not going to turn that around in a hurry. Is there a desire to change the tag-based same-day system? I feel it's more arbitrary elements in the game, especially for newer players. I mean, it's pretty niche when it actually comes into effect. And coming up with another yet workable system is pretty much not worth the effort. I have 4 maneuver, I won't take river crossing on you. You have better fire than me, which is unfortunate. Oh, hang on, if I force march my way in, I can actually be the defender here. Aw, to the yeah. Aw, man. I shouldn't have been so greedy, but I was. I see, I wanted to save two monarch points there. I was not able to. Oh well. I mean, still steamrolling them because we are goddamn amazing. Okay, with numbers like that, there's no good reason not to go on the offensive, except just leaving it to my allies, or rather my subjects. That's pretty awesome as well. Hassa already wants out. That's hilarious, but it's not happening. And I've freed up a diplomat, courtesy of maxing out relations elsewhere. Oh, wow, they folded like a deck of cards there. I'm taking all the money, and I'm actually getting most of it, because I've been doing all the fighting here. So, wow, didn't even need the Ottomans here, let's be honest. Loads of people not happy with what I'm doing, but most of them are already wanting to be in a coalition with me anyway. I'm not scared of this. Except Bengal is one of those people. Bengal is huge and scary. To the point where I would kind of like to marry them or something to keep them out of my hair. Whatever, I'm not that scared of them. I mean, they're miles away. What are they possibly going to do against me? Alright, that's the end of you, and that's going to be a huge boost for me. I get yearly prestige, my manpower's back, and that's 1 tag wiped off the map. And it's pretty cheap for me to core as well, that's all awesome. And this is really nice. I drink up a lot more trade in the region, so delicious. Suck the Gujarati teat. I'd actually like to fight Gujarat soon enough. I mean, they hold... Well, they don't hold any of our cultured lands, but I want to kick them in the teeth anyway. Baluchistan is beating up Afghanistan, which is kind of good for me. Baluchistan hate my guts and have better allies than Afghanistan, so maybe that's not good for me. It's funny the way the world goes sometimes. Okay, I'm getting seriously cheesed off about my music player popping up over my game here, so let's change that. Just want to point out that I use Music Bee, and I love Music Bee. Just not when it does that. And not when it fails to load. What are you playing at? Oh well, just let the game play out whilst I struggle with my own problems here. Huh. Lack of music really makes me nervous sometimes. Now we're talking. We should enjoy some kick-ass music while we're at it. There we go. More fitting for the war. Let's take our land back. I've enjoyed this land being prosperous, but not anymore it seems. And also the fact that they did end this with devastation. Oh, there goes a lot of my prosperity. Well, what you gonna do? Could get morale. I like the points. I have the money, but I want to save money at this point. Jake, I failed to see how the coalition hasn't waged war on you for a while now. You must have like 15 to 20 tags wanting you dead. I have been cycling my truces very carefully. Or at least I'm going to claim I've been doing it carefully. What do I want from you? I want to eat Shirvan up well and truly. But most of all I want to block the Ottomans from taking these because they're European provinces and that may come in handy soon enough. Wait, do I already have a claim on them? Huh. Who would believe? I guess I need a bit more on them then. Well, I'll build a spy network in Ak-Kayunlu as well, since I need that. I also really want 50 prestige, to the point where I think I'll take this mission for it. Gives me a good reward, and I need 50 prestige in order to become a kingdom. And I really want to be a kingdom. Samarkand revolts, a lot of them at that. But that's your problem, Timmy, not mine. At least not currently. It's really just Van that I'm looking for a claim on here. Thankfully, the Ottomans have not eaten up all of Bosnia here, but they are keeping themselves real busy there. I'd love them to help out here. Oh, well, there we go. Well, if you're going to do something useful for me, you could siege up the capital and that fort belonging to Oman. One of the downsides is they really want Omani land, but that's okay. Oman is a secondary participant to this glorious war. I'm gonna keep those claims rolling. I want those dies. 63k Bohemians just hanging out in Albania. Oh, they hang alright. It feels good to have enough strength to actually make a difference in wars now. It's been a hell of a long time coming. Now I just want the money to be able to build buildings across my empire. Even my subject here is noticeably lacking in buildings, except in the conquered lands of Trans. Oh well, fit Kinnamandi as we say. He can march in and not quite get his 10 to 1s. Is 10 to 1 worth mill power? Well, I can't get it anyway, so don't sweat it. Ah, that war participation, it's what we were made to do. Sometimes everything is right with the world. Jake, any ideas on how you can possibly defeat the Otto-Bohemian Alliance of Doom? With a massive grin on my face. That's how it's gonna go down. People wanting military access to fight other people. Why? What are you up to? This is the Chagatai reconquest of Talas. Chagatai fighting I don't like that. That transoceanian land is for me to take, not you. So yes, everybody that's wanting to fight Chagatai can get in on that. Unfortunately, it's not many people. In fact, I think it's just a jam, which is really tragic for them. Seems I have my own revolts that want to rise up. It's a Mazandarani, likely here, but I have a fort, a level 6 fort no less, in the ideal position to kick them in the teeth. And the auto scum are right there. It's all pretty good, is what I'm saying. Jake, how many Diplo rep do you have, you know, for integrating Tim-Tims? I have a lot of it, and that's whilst tanking a -3. Look at that, overextension and annex subjects, and I still have plus 1.4. And we're annexing these guys at a pretty good rate. 4 dip a month. Could be better, though. Okay, just Moghastan to deal with. How do I deal with such a province, though? I mean, this is pretty tricky. And I don't think I put this as part of a state, even though I would love to have this state. It looks pretty good. Maybe I just have to eat the fact that Moghastan is going to be all up in my face for a while due to wrong religion. I even have the missionary strength guy. What can I do about that? Harumph. I mean, yeah, I guess I could build a great mosque, but I don't want to. Oh well, we'll worry about that at a later date. You strengthening government will get your Diplo rep up another point for annexing. Yes, it would, but I kind of really need to finish off my ideas here. I want that quantity for land force limit, so I can puff out my chest to keep my subjects in line. Because I actually want to pick up another subject, and if you're really clever, you know who it is already. Jesus, and Kaifa is just too damn good for everybody to deal with. Maybe don't want to spread out this much, but we'll do what we can. The Ottomans are there to back us up anyway. And there go the Ottomans the moment I say that, but I can see Oman down south, so it's no big deal. Is the Ottomans your next subject? The Ottomans pretty much are my subject right now. They do my bidding, unquestionably. Wow, I've never had so much war participation in this campaign. What's come over me? I really hope Bosnia gets saved. First and hopefully last time I ever have to utter those words, but really, it's in my best interests that they survive. Let's make our way to the capital. Somebody's got to take it. As expected, I have a revolt there. That's fine by me because I've already cored it. No big deal. Kiyunlu wants military access. Probably deal with those own pretender rebs. I mean, that's fine. I do not have a truce to that Kiyunlu. This is going to be important very soon. Spoilers. But trust me, I somewhat think these things through. There we go, protected by that fort, so no big deal. Somebody took care of those revolters over here. I'm glad they did. And wow, Trans is fighting back, and this is good. I have a long truce with them, till 74, but I do want to feed the Timmies a bit more, even though my subjects are a bit revolting against me. Fars I could do well to actually increase my... let's pop down that claim. Fars I could do well with to improve my relations, because they're a bit not happy with me. Yeah, It's barely been improved at all. One horse, one cannon, I bet I still beat you. I mean, there comes a point where you're maybe too cocky, but I have not yet met it. Okay, so I too get to sack you. 5 army professionalism, but I lose out in money. Or I lose professionalism and prestige, but I gain ducats and mill power. And I sack them good. I really need prestige, but I don't want to lose money. We need better payment routines and harsher discipline. Well, if I'm going to gain some professionalism, I might as well sack it a bit to get some wonderful manpower. There we go. I'm just too nice sometimes. I can't afford to keep tanking my prestige here. I desperately need it up, so I'm even going to hope the Alema don't hate me too much for that. Yeah, when do they not hate me? Prestige is too important to me right now. I really need to get it up, and I have not been getting it up for a long time. Don't know why people keep asking about Persia. Why would I form Persia? What reason is there to form Persia? Oh wow, the game's kinda loving me here. I mean, I could get even more of you. So I will. Tax switching is for pansies. Well, I really like having rare tags when I'm playing. Sounds like a meme, but really I do. Not so fond of the Timurs having such a tonking big army, and they're not my biggest fans. I could pay off their debts to keep them even happier. Sadly, Fars have no debt to pay off, and I'm about to feed them a bit, so that's not great. Oh man, they're gonna eat Bosnia. I don't want that. However, I can prevent the mission from firing on these lands if I peace out Oman pretty soon. So let's bring back the Fars man. Persia's green and green is OP. This is correct. So these were the provinces that I wanted to take, but I kind of want Dashistan as well. Basra's not such a big deal, it's already a baddie, but it is a nice province that I would like to take for myself. But Dashistan, I really don't want them to propagate their filthy religion any further. Hang on, this one's already been converted, and I don't even know how they managed that. I guess they were just too fast for me. Okay, well, with that in mind, forget that province, we can do it that way. Yeah, I mean, plenty of people are extremely unhappy with me. Even the Mamluks